A lot of people go around their career trying to build new relationship because relationships are important and can take you to the next level in a career. So, but people feel sometimes awkward when they need to start building those relationships, especially when they're new in their career. Even for more experienced professionals, when they get to a new level of their career, they feel awkward talking to other people. But how do you make this more interactive and how do you make this more interesting for you? My name is I Ephraim, and as shared, if you haven't seen the part one of this video, I'm talking about networking for career growth. And in the first part, I talked about how to network like a pro on LinkedIn. And in this session, I'll be discussing building connection as a young professional without feeling awkward. The first point I would share, do something that or speak about things that are of common interest. Most people go through networking events having a set predetermined pitch that they will need to speak about. People are really not interested in what you know, but how much connections they are able to have with you first before they start thinking about what you know. So how do you create interactions around common interest? You can just talk to someone because they are there. It means that there's something common between the two of you. You can start with saying, this is my first time here. Have you been here before? Because they are coming to that place. It's either their first time. If their first time, you can have a follow up question to say, well, how do you feel about the place? If it's the second time, you can ask them, why do they think this place is, what's the attraction here that's making them come again? You can build that initial conversations around that. Then start talking about things that they like. You can ask them about football if that's something that they like, or maybe from the way they dress, or the way they speak. It can give you a clue to what things they might be interested in. By the time you start the small talks, you find a common ground to talk about the things that you both are interested in. Then the second point is asking open ended questions. Don't lead the question, encourage people to speak their mind, their thoughts, their experience, rather than yes or no questions. You know, you can be into the conversation and forget to think about what the people really want to say or how they feel about the particular topic or things that you're talking about, instead of asking, have you been to this place before? And usually they will say yes or no. You can twist that question to say, what's your impression about this place? You see, that creates a situation where they can't say yes or no. They are able to speak more. And the more they speak, the more ideas you get on the next question to ask and the things to talk about. Now, when they answer, don't be too quick to look for the next question. Listen to what you're saying, and you could get one or two points from that conversation that you could use to continue a follow-up question and conversation. Once they share theirs, you can also share yours. It's not an interview, it's a conversation, it's a two-way street. So they speak about their experience, let them talk, so into the conversation and forget to think about what the people really want to say or how they feel about the particular topic or things that you're talking about, instead of asking, have you been to this place before? And usually they will say yes or no. You can twist that question to say, what's your impression about this place? You see, that creates a situation where they can't say yes or no. They are able to speak more. And the more they speak, the more ideas you get on the next question to ask and the things to talk about. Now, when they answer, don't be too quick to look for the next question. Listen to what you're saying, and you could get one or two points from that conversation that you could use to continue a follow-up question and conversation. Once they share theirs, you can also share yours. It's not an interview, it's a conversation, it's a two-way street. So they speak about their experience, let them talk if they are continuing. But once you feel like they are getting to a point where they don't have a lot more to say, or you feel like they have finished saying what they wanted to say, you can also share from your experience. So ask open-ended question. And the third one is being yourself and be authentic. You have a personality that no one else has. You are unique, and the best way to explore that is to be yourself. Don't try to be the next person. And I'm sure you have seen someone that is really good at networking, and this is what they did and all of that. Sometimes in copying other people, we lose our authenticity. Authenticity, that word, funny word. Yeah, you lose who you are, you lose your personality because you're trying to be someone else. But be yourself. People want to see the genuineness in your communication rather than your a pretense because you want to have conversation. And people would be interested more in you being yourself and they get to know you as a real person than make believe, if you go what I mean. So these are the three points today. In summary, what I've shared with you so that you don't make the networking event an awkward situation is first talk about things that are common between the two of you. Number two, ask open-ended questions, things that people can answer without saying yes or no. And number three, be authentic, be yourself. Feel free. If you still feel awkward after all of this, then it means you need to continue to do it. Practice it. Be deliberate about how you practice all of these things. Are you speaking about your interest? Are you asking open-ended questions? Are you being yourself? All of these 3 points, if you implement them, that awkwardness would reduce, if not totally disappear. I hope you found this session useful. Remember, this is a 3-part series on how to network for growth in your career. And in the first part, I discussed how to network like a pro on LinkedIn, and now how to network as a young professional without feeling awkward in events. The third part that I'm going to be speaking about is the power of networking and how to get a follow up from those networking. I'll see you in the third part.